What is up, everybody? It's Smiles here, back with Gaming with Smiles, and I am so excited. We are going to hop in here and play some online battles. Go ahead and unmute the gameplay real quick. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am so excited to hop back in here and play some more Pokemon doubles. By the way, you guys were listening to the Victory Lies Before You theme from Siva Gunner. This came from Pokemon Black and White. High quality rips on this channel, so feel free to check them out. Always fun. I always enjoy the high quality rips of Siva Gunner. And I am so excited. We're going to go back into some online ranked battles. If you guys tuned in earlier today, you probably saw that I lost 2-4. It was great, but I actually increased my ranking, which was odd, but I'll take it. Makes sense though. Probably everyone and their mother are trying to climb up, so we're probably fighting a lot of good people. And also there's definitely room for me to better improve on that too. And I think with that, I was very offensively inclined when I should have been a little bit more defensive. And I have decided to let Alakazam take a back seat, and I replaced him with Togekiss, as you can see down below. Let's see, right to my left. No, my right on the screen. Getting used to this new layout. But yeah, if you check over there, you can see the full team. We got Excadrill, Togekiss, Indeedee, Tyranitar, Gastrodon, and Corsola ready to rock and roll. Yep, I don't mind showing my opponent my team. Rando, here we go. Got some lemonade on the side. So hot summer days, you know what I'm saying? Over 100 degrees out there, so got some lemonade to keep cool. I am super excited, a little bit nervous, but I think that we're going to do well. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. It's just a game anyways, right? That's the nice thing. I ain't playing for money, or I ain't like a... Oh, what? Come on now. Now that is something I would be nervous about. So let's go ahead and pop back in here, and hopefully we can get some more battles in. Come on. Come on. We got the hype music and everything. I need to get better at... and I think I'm going to try to find ways to incorporate some background music for y'all to listen to as we do some battles. Yep, I don't mind. That'll be kind of fun. Come on. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go with this team. Like I said, we had Excadrill, Indeedee, Corsola, Tyranitar, Gastrodon, and Togekiss. Why am I saying their names again? You can see it right there on the right. And we're going to go from here. So I'm really excited. Hopefully this team is going to do well. And we're going to get a little bit farther. And rather than using Psychic Terrain as an offensive tool, using it more as a defensive tool, and I feel like that's going to be very helpful in these matches coming up here. So, yeah, we got Piers' theme from Pokemon Stone and Shield rolled up, of course, one of my favorite themes in the game. Yeah, so let's go ahead and see what our opponent decides to throw at us. I'm quite curious. I think the nice thing too is that thanks to the new move tutors, hasn't been as much Incineroar, so not as much Intimidate, which is nice. A good amount of counterplay against Intimidate, especially with Blast Out. And speak of the devil, of course, as soon as I said, oh, not as many Incineroars, guess who we see? It's Incineroar. We actually see a pretty scary team here with Cinderace, Incineroar, Tyranitar, Dusclops, Togekiss, and Rillaboom. So a couple things I need to be worried about. I don't think Gastrodon's really going to be helpful here. I do like the idea of turning off Grassy Slide, but I don't think that, or taking away the priority for Grassy Slide rather, but I don't think that Tyranitar is going to be answered. I mean, Gastrodon's going to be the answer here. I do like the Excadrill Tyranitar lead just to be like, I'm going to put a lot of offensive pressure on you, and then you know what? I kind of like the Indeedee. No, yeah, I kind of like Indeedee Excadrill, and then subsidize that with some Tyranitar Togekiss play. And then that might be helpful in either... I can play around with that a little bit. So we'll see how this goes. And we'll from there. Alright, it's me versus Ari. I'm not sure what Ari is planning on doing, but... Woo, we gotta be worried. We gotta be careful. Alright, so Ari is going to lead off with Togekiss and Cinderace, which is kind of nice here. I don't have to worry about, the nice thing here is I don't have to worry about Grassy Surge coming out into play immediately. This does put me in a little bit of a bind. Well, not really. I know for a fact, Cinderace is going to knock me out in one turn with the Pyro Ball. But I will outspeed if I Dynamax now, and I go with Max Quake. So I'm just going to do that. And I feel like that will be enough to survive Togekiss. Max Quake also allows me to get a little bit of a special defensive boost with this. I think the one thing I am underestimating, though, is the potential for counterplay against the opponent by switching. But you know what? We're just gonna go for it. Why not? Let's see what happens here. So we do get the Sandstream up. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, I changed my outfit, and I'm looking fresh with my suit. You know what I'm saying? That's a secret weapon. We're gonna stunt on the opponent. That's a secret weapon right here. So there I am in my suit in the Sandstorm as Excadrill, Dynamax. I might have put a lot of eggs in this basket, but whatever. Let's go for it. So we are going to see the Dynamax as well, and most likely it is a Cinderace. I am focused fast, so even if Cinderace survives, it'll be okay. But the nice thing here is that, oh, and he can't even turn off the sand, thank goodness, because he is G-Max. Yeah, that's Cinderace's to play. But let's see how much damage we can do here. Hopefully we can do a lot to kind of get things set up. So we are going to go for that Max Quake, and the nice thing is, because Togekiss is in Dynamax, that gives us an opportunity to really punish it. Perfect! Look at that one-hit KO. The opponent was not ready for that, and that's just beautiful. Look at that damage. Woohoo! How beautiful! Look at that! Knocking out Cinderace in one turn. Let's go, baby! Let's go! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. And we are going to see the yawn from Togekiss. But honestly, I'm not really that worried at this point. That was a good check. I like that idea. And it shows that Togekiss is a little bit more defensive in this case. Oh, perfect! So a couple things we can do here. We could retreat Tyranitar and go to Indeedee and have... Yeah, I might do that, honestly. And I'm just gonna max... I could Steel Spike the Togekiss. Get a lot of damage off. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then save Tyranitar as kind of the... Yeah, because at this point, because Excadrill is choice focus staff, I'm not too worried here. This turns off the priority from Grassy Surge, making it a little bit easy to deal with. And also turns off Fake Out if I needed to worry about that too. I feel like this is going to be helpful in the long run of things. We're going to see the Follow Me, which is exactly what I wanted. I did not actually want to run into Rillaboom here. And we are going to see the Max Steel Spike. Perfect for that KO. Picked it up. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. We are ready to rock and roll with this. And oh my goodness. That Togekiss is hurting. That Togekiss is bleeding now. It's great. Rillaboom goes with the superpower, which is perfect for me, because Indeedee takes that like a champ, and oh my goodness, you load your attack, you load your defense. Rillaboom is really bleeding in the sun here, in the Sandstorm. And while Excadrill does go to sleep, honestly, I feel like Excadrill has done so much of its job already that I'm okay with taking a turn of sleep. I wonder what the opponent, in a sense, I'm Incineroar anyways. So Incineroar... Incineroar does prove some threat here, especially on Indeedee, so I'm trying to think, what do I want to do to kind of really mitigate this? And then I brought in... I feel like a Togekiss endgame against Incineroar can work. I probably want to knock out... well, I do want to put the most damage on Incineroar as possible, honestly. And then Rillaboom at the end doesn't really matter. So I feel like, because of that, I'm going to go ahead and put that. I just want to see what this Incineroar is. That's fine by me. Okay. Cool. So I get a free turn of nothing really happening, which is... Incineroar is definitely going to exert a good amount of offensive pressure here. So I kind of want to knock it out as fast as I can. I feel like at this point Rillaboom has pretty much weakened itself. than that actually going to do here. But I could do Rock Slide to hit both, but I'm just going to hit with high horsepower. We'll try to do that. And I guess I can try expanding force? Yeah, I want to try expanding force. I'm really not going to be able to do much here. So we're going to get the superpower on the Indy slot. It really is not going to do much. Really, Rillaboom has put itself in such a terrible spot. So won't do anything in Incineroar, which is fine. So that's a lot on Rillaboom, and here comes Lash Out. It'll be enough to knock out Indeedee, but honestly, at this point, we didn't do much. I'm not too worried here. Rillaboom will continue taking damage from the Sandstorm until we're Incineroar, but really knocking out the Incineroar is going to do things. So I feel like I can switch into yeah, I'm going to switch into Tyranitar here. I feel like at this point, I really just want to knock out this Incineroar and just be done with it. So I'm going to, again, high horsepower on the Incineroar slot. I'm going to go ahead and Rock Slide both. Rillaboom also doesn't realize I am Short Start, and I wake up anyways. And I get the high horsepower. Could pop a berry. Yep, you see a berry pop up. Not really ideal, but we'll make it work. It's tricky, yeah. That's been very popular. That's okay, I don't mind Rillaboom missing that opportunity. Knocking out Incineroar, it's pretty much game, set, and match here. That was great. Really just... And we're going to see the superpower, so something tells me it was like... Wow. At -2, it did a lot, too. That was impressive. But you're at -3 defense, and Sandstorm's over, but it really doesn't matter. So at this point, I think you will actually see that I am Choice Scarf, but it's the end of the match anyways, and we're not playing best 2 out of 3, which would be a case of I would like to hide the fact that I was Choice Scarf. Well, actually, you probably would have realized that anyway. So anyways, I'm just going to knock you out here. Done. And that was a great match. So, really just knocking out that Cinderace turn 1 and saying, like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and turn on the Sandstorm mode, delayed it. The opponent didn't expect that, and just knocking out with that Max Quake was a huge, huge plus. And just kind of figuring out the Togekiss slot, and then working from there. I mean, that was everything that I wanted happened. So, great match overall. It was, that turn 1 really dictated the pace there. So we got some points. Not too many, but you know what? Hey, we're climbing up. Let's try to our game here. We're gonna try to get it more wins than losses. But even if we don't get all the wins, not a big deal here. So we got XX Duelo XX. I don't know what kind of name is that. Whatever. Very Trick Room centric team. I definitely see that. And usually for teams like this, I like to just hit them hard and hit them fast with double priority. Or not double priority, but just double hitting. Just wham them as hard as we can. So we can wham in 2 different ways. I like to use the Excadrill. We can either do Togekiss, Excadrill. Oh, we can do anything. But I feel like Excadrill Tyranitar can be great. And the reason why I suggest this one is that both can use Rock Slide. That's a chance of flinching, and that's so helpful. And that just puts a lot of offensive pressure. If by chance the opponent decides to leave with Rillaboom instead, I can still put on pressure and having Indeedee come back in. But if that's the case, yeah, I guess that... See, I would be very confident in the Excadrill Tyranitar Gastrodon Corsola endgame, but the issue becomes that Gastrodon becomes a liability against Rillaboom. You know? So, I feel like Togekiss would be helpful, and so would Corsola. And Togekiss isn't, like, uber fast. So even if I had to deal with Trick Room, not a big deal. I think the one thing I do like Gastrodon against was both Marowak and Azumarill. Gastrodon really does well against both of them. Azumarill cuts out all water-type moves. Marowak, both ground and water are super effective. But we'll figure out other ways to deal with this too. The fact that the opponent has Indeedee, though, kind of suggests that they aren't going to have priority. Well, no, that's not true. He could send out his Rillaboom. Alright, so we are going to see Indeedee in Porygon 2, which is actually very helpful. Because I can use this as kind of like a double up slot and go for Rock Slide. Nice I don't have to deal with Katarine immediately, but I can definitely try to knock out this Pori. I can try to get the flinches here, and getting the flinches will be very helpful as far as stopping Trick Room from going up. And we're going to see download, and it's special attack, not so great. Porygon 2 already starting off to a great start with that download. But hopefully the double Rock Slide can get a flinch here, and it kind of puts Indeedee in a weird, awkward spot where it has to use Fall. Wow, barely did anything. Here comes Tyranitar's Rock Slide. Also didn't do much. And we get Trick Room up. Unfortunate. We couldn't really stop it. We did get some chip here, but the problem with Porygon 2 is that thanks to Recover, Porygon 2 is just a monster to deal with defensively. I don't see immediate threats here, though. So I don't think we should switch out. But I do think that we should hit as hard as we can. And so that way, I'm going to go ahead and use Iron Head, and I am going to use Rock Slide again. Because the thing is, they have to switch out. I mean, the only Pokemon that really provides offensive pressure at this moment is Porygon 2. I might be underestimating how powerful Expanding Voice from Indeedee on Excadrill is, but we'll get there when we get there. So, I figured as much. We are going to see the switch out in from Indeedee, and we are going to get Azumarill. Makes me wish that I did go for, do we do the Ice Beam on Tyranitar? Okay. So good damage on both. Okay, this puts Porygon at a bind. Porygon has to protect it. Porygon has to recover here. What if I did? I could double up in the Porygon slot. Max Knuckle. Not a bad idea. I don't know if this is a great turn or a great idea, but Azumarill does get play rough. You're gonna go for the Dynamax. What would you do? Max Geyser? Probably Max Starfall. But the nice thing here is you also... That's a weird turn. I honestly have no idea how to play it. Cool. I'll take that. You'll Life Orb. Good to know. I figured as much. So you basically have to survive two things. This Max Knuckle. Which, the timing of it kind of works, because that's the +1 in my attack. And then you get the Iron Head. Not enough, unfortunately. That does not put me in a good spot. But, it does put you in a weird spot, because you have to knock out Tyranitar. You'll probably max Field Spike again to make it easier for you to survive. I'm gonna max Knuckle as well, see what happens. Or you could try to hit Excadrill. But I don't think you want to give up your Porygon 2 that easily. Yeah, that's what I figured. You're going for the Tyranitar? Yeah. It's all tracked. That's a +2 defense, unfortunately. It's going to be a little bit harder to take you down. I figured as much. Okay. Knocking you out in the end game is gonna be so tough. Yes, how many more turns of cooking do I got? Oh, perfect! Even if I have to deal with you at the end, that's totally fine. And now Will-O-Wisp the Azumarill line. Hey, Apollo, what's going on, man? Yeah, I had a great time in those raids, so thank you so much for the invite. Really appreciate getting to hang out with y'all doing the raids. Caught a lot of shinies, so also, we do need a trade, so remind me, and I'll make sure that we trade afterwards. Alright, so we were able to burn off this Azumarill, which is looking great here. And we are unfortunately going to deal with a recover from Porygon 2, which isn't pretty. The tricky thing about this too is that because that Max Geyser is pretty powerful, Psychic Train's over, Trick Room's over, but Azumarill has access to Aqua Jet, which does put Excadrill in a bind here. I don't know. Well, I honestly feel like Togekiss can deal with Porygon 2 maybe in the endgame. But maybe it doesn't have Aqua Tail. So, in Aqua Jet. In that case, I'm just going to go ahead and Iron Head the Porygon 2 again. And I will use Night Stage to kind of put Azumarill in the tough spot. Yeah, I figured as much. I mean, I have Aqua Jet on my own Azumarill too. So, not a surprise there. Azumarill will lose some of its HP. Oh, good. That actually is helpful. Please don't freeze. Thank you. I appreciate that. So we are able to stop Azumarill's onslaught, but honestly at this point it's a really tough spot. So we do have Togekiss left, which isn't bad, but it isn't great either. So Indeedee does come back out. Indeedee took decent damage, but Corsola itself does not have the offensive pressure to really stop the onslaught here. So, we're going to have to try to use Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, because you can easily follow me. And I'm going to go ahead and set up Light Screen. It's a little bit harder one to get through. And I think it's just that I really don't have a good way to deal with Porygon 2 that well. Porygon 2 only have... Ooh, that was a good... Okay, I'm digging it. Ah, dang it. I wish it was better. Yeah, we are going to deal with that Expanding Force. That's going to hurt, though. And I do get the Light Screen up, and I'm pretty sure Porygon 2 did go for... Yeah. We'll try Dazzling Gleam one more time, and, yeah, if I brought my own Indeedee as well, that would have been helpful. I guess at this case, I really can't do any damage per se, so I am going to try to go for Will-O-Wisp here. So I do get to go first, which is nice. So that is actually going to be a little bit helpful in the long run of things. But yeah, the Expanding Force just hurts. You're probably going to target Togekiss, absolutely. I would do the same. You know, that could have been it. I mean, that could have gotten me a great spot, you know, of I could have knocked out Indeedee, could have made some strides here, but you know what? I'm just... Nah, it's against my philosophy. I'll play through it. I'm gonna lose anyways, but oh, I hate this so much. I mean, it is a checkmate. It is what it is. That's fine. I mean, it's Pokemon. You gotta deal with the freeze every once in a while, but I always hate it when it happens. And I don't like doing it on my opponent either, but that actually recovered a lot of HP, which is great, but I honestly have no attacks that can hit both. Unthaw. Okay, that's cool. And yeah, the fact that I couldn't knock out. Yeah, and if I disable that expanding force, that would be great. So what now? Porygon 2 can just recover. I guess I can trade stop the Indeedee and see if I can survive. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to do. Because basically, I can't attack Porygon 2. I have no way to attack it. And Indeedee, because they're both psychic, normal type Pokemon. So it's kind of just like, kind of just seeing what happens here. And Porygon 2 actually has psychic. That's nice tech. I like that a lot. And then we are going to see that expanding force, which is going to hurt. And Porygon 2 will slowly take burn damage. I guess I'll Stem Sap Porygon 2 again, but honestly, I mean, it's a moot point at this point. They both just... Well, actually, no. If Porygon 2 overly makes itself offensive, then I could... There could be a way to do this. I don't think it's going to happen, but... We'll try it out. I don't even know what their last Pokemon is, so it easily could be Incineroar, and that's the game. And we are going to get hit with that expanding force one more time. That just does a lot of damage. I do disable it. Light Screen's over. Trick Room's over. It's pretty much checkmate, because anything I'm going to underspeed everyone. I'll be slower than everyone. Technically, the move would be to Strength Sap Indeedee, but it doesn't matter. Indeedee can do whatever it wants. 31. Really? I was surprised. Well, I guess I didn't want to reveal anything else. Oh, I probably didn't have anything else. Wow, then Tyranitar would have been the linchpin. I should have saved Tyranitar longer. Man. And I just didn't feel comfortable winning Gastrodon because of the Rillaboom threat. It just goes to show how powerful Rillaboom is. Probably it was on the Pokemon in the back, let's be real. But... yeah, we'll go ahead and continue. Dang, that was a tough one. Bummed we lost that one. But you know what? Hopefully we'll get another chance, get another round. Let's make it happen. Yeah, I like Porygon 2. I've used Porygon 2 myself a lot of times, but I don't know. I just feel like it's... I think I need to bring back Parasong. I think I need to do that. I need to bring back Parasong. And just have a little, like, knock everything else out but Porygon 2. Porygon 2's there, Parasong done. End it. And really just invest in knocking out the other opponent. Porygon 2 doesn't really have much redirecting options. I don't know if it has Ally Switch. Maybe it does. Let me see. So I think it does. Alright, so as we kind of look into this, we've got another team, another battle coming up. We have Dusclops, Indeedee, Dragalge, Rillaboom, Incineroar, and Blastoise. So potential for Fake Out, potential for Trick Room as well. I do like Gastrodon in this matchup a lot, except for the Rillaboom. I just don't know how I'm going to deal with Rillaboom better. I have to think of something to better mitigate the damage that Rillaboom's going to have. So Porygon 2, I just looked it up, does have Ally Switch. Shoot, this is going to be tough. Because Trick Room goes up, that's a tough one to deal with. Dragalge's going to have weakness policy. You won't want to lead with it. You probably use Indeedee Dusclops. And if that's the case, then I could use... I'm thinking that's how I want to do this, where it's like Excadrill Togekiss, and then Tyranitar... I don't know. I'm not really confident in this one. I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. Let's see what happens. We'll make it work. We'll make it happen. And Togekiss's versatility too is something that I can keep in mind of, like, the opponent has no idea what type of Togekiss I'm running. So that can also help if I'm kind of worried too much about what threats come up. So we are going to see the Incineroar in Rillaboom next wave, which is not bad. I can make that work. Because if I knock out Rillaboom now, then I don't have to worry about it later. Yeah, I'll use it to my advantage. I can go ahead and Dynamax Togekiss, use Max Airstream, and hopefully knock out Rillaboom in one shot. And I'll protect Excadrill turn 1. Let's see what happens here. Something tells me I might have to deal with a parting shot from this Incineroar, and Rillaboom can also be Assault Vest, which is never fun. But I feel like we can make this work. Like, it's not impossible. And knocking out Rillaboom will open up so many options for Gastrodon in the endgame. So I'm really hopeful that this will work. I also need to put Scald instead of Muddy Water on Gastrodon, now just realizing that. So I might hop off and do that as we continue climbing. But for now, let's just go ahead and see what happens here. The early Dynamax does hurt me, but I'm hopeful with that crit. That works. I don't care. Interesting, high horsepower. I wonder why you would go for that. I am going to go ahead and get this Max Airstream. Oh my goodness, yes! Oh, that was worth it. Oh, and with the crit too. Oh my goodness. Wow, I feel blessed. Hashtag blessed. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness, dealing with Rillaboom early on is just gonna open up so many doors for Gastrodon. That's okay. I don't care about... Okay, so he is gonna figure out that I am Scope Lens, which I don't care about. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit him with a max... I'm gonna hit Incineroar with a max... no, I'm gonna hit... Yeah, I'm gonna hit Incineroar with a max Starfall. And I'm gonna go ahead and change out to Gastrodon here. Main thing here is that I really don't care about my speed anymore. I just want to hit hard and I want to hit fast. Dealing with the Incineroar, and really Dusclops at the end game. He's not going to be able to win against all four. So, doesn't do too much. It's just understandable. Probably Assault Vest Incineroar then. Incineroar probably going to use the fire to actually U-turn. Interesting. So I don't have to worry about parting shots, which is nice. I can deal with Incineroar later. Probably have to deal with Trick Room coming up though. So I will need to be mindful of that. Is that Dragalge? Okay. Dragalge is most likely going to have couple things could happen here. Most likely it's going to Dynamax, most likely it's going to use Max Ooze. I'll cut it out of its water attacks. I don't have to worry about Dragon. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to deal with Max Ooze. If I think... I don't want to give it plus 3, honestly. I could hit it with Max Airstream just to do damage. And then... Oh, I can deny it the Max Ooze. Kind of want to hit it. No, I want to hit Dusclops. And I feel like I want to hit Dusclops again. Yeah, I want to deal Dragalge after Trick Room's over. Because I still have to back the double Rock Slide, just wham them. And that's probably a better way to do this. So you're gonna activate it yourself, which is fun. I hate this. So in that case, I should have just rammed into you. So Max Ooze is gonna definitely come out. Probably gonna hit Togekiss, right? No, he's gonna hit you. Huh. Yeah, I should have predicted the bulldoze. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I do good damage on Dust Collapse. I'm glad I didn't protect the Togekiss. I think that was a better play there. But the issue lies in that Dragalge is already at +3 special attack. So I hate the bulldoze combo. I know Togekiss for a fact is just gonna have to crumble here. I kind of feel like I want to recover. You can't really target both, so... Max using Gastrodon? Yeah, pretty much. At least with this, I'm hopeful that I'll do some damage. That barely looks like a crit. Okay. So I am kind of locked out of and again I have 2 turns to Trick Room. Cool. I'm glad I did it that way. I'm pretty sure it's going against Togekiss, which is fine-ish. Not really. It's about to block away. That's not. Tricky thing here is that whatever move I choose, Tyranitar will be locked into it. I think he has +5 special attack, which is ungodly. If you have Muddy Water though, it's pretty much game over. I'm gonna go ahead and use Rock Slide and I guess Rock Slide again? What? Yeah, why not? I can see an Incineroar switching, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, yeah, I could have, but I just... We're gonna see Draco Meteor. Oh, I'll take that! I can't believe that Draco Meteor missed. That was so great. Wow, he's willing to give up his +5 in special attack. But I guess Trick Room being his endgame is his main focus here. And also the Intimidate does hurt. But let's see how much damage this does. Decent to Incineroar. Can I get a flinch? Can I get a flinch? I get the knockout on Incineroar. I got the flinch! Okay, so kind of playing through this, I'll probably knock out Dragalge in one hit turn. Oh yeah, wait, Sandstorm's enough to knock it out. I should double target the Dusclops slot for sure. Wow! Wow! Never say never! That was awesome! Can't believe we climbed all the way back for that one. Oh my goodness. And really, I honestly think it was because we knocked out... Well, knocking out Rillaboom turn 1 was just a godsend. That was just so helpful. I don't have to deal with Rillaboom. Done. Made it so much easier to kind of work through the game afterwards. Kind of looking back, what did Rillaboom try to do? I think Rillaboom tried to attack Excadrill. What did he do? He didn't use Grassy Glide. He used... Oh, maybe he didn't. Oh, well, anyways, that was just clutch. And really, just Dragalge not... Missing that Draco Meteor was a godsend. I cannot believe that happened. But hey, you know what? Just like we got Frozen, sometimes you miss your Draco Meteors. So, great match overall. That was really great. So I like Dragon Pulse. I mean, especially if you're going to boost up your Pokemon that strong, like high, you don't need the power of Draco Meteor. You can just hit with Dragon Pulse. That would have been it. But oh my goodness, that was clutch, let me tell you. And I'm so thrilled we made that happen. Alright, so we are going to be fighting against this fella. Is this the same team? This is literally the same team. I think it's the same dude. Is it the same guy? Because I remember the last time it was all girls too, yeah. Oh my goodness, are they telling me I gotta go for a rematch against this? Last time I led Togekiss Excadrill. This time, I don't know. Maybe I should go with, I don't know. I swear, if it's the same guy, I need to watch the replay to see if it is actually the same person, but I don't know this time around. I'll probably go with Togekiss again as the lead, and then maybe have Excadrill, but instead have it backed up with Indeedee and Tyranitar. I don't think that this time using, as much as I like Gastrodon, I don't think using Gastrodon this turn around is going to be as helpful. Hey, what's up, Victoria Kitten Fangs? It's great to see you. I appreciate you dropping by the screen. How you doing? Okay, it is a different person, but it's the same team. So we're going to play it a little bit differently. And I have to be mindful that it might have different sets, so we're going to keep that in mind too. So yeah, definitely different here. And we actually see Blastoise, great, and I wish I did. Now I'm kind of replaying this in my head, and I wish for a fact we did bring, whatchamacallit, I wish we did bring, Gastrodon, but you know what? It's okay. I'm going to go ahead and just switch into Tyranitar. I'm going to use Rock Slide. Most likely, and I can guess what this Blast is going to try to do. Oh, hey, that's awesome! I really don't know what I'm going to do here. I feel like, yeah, we're going to get the Follow Me, and we're going to get the Shell Smash. And I kind of want to just use the speed to my advantage here. So I am going to use the Rock Slide. I don't know if this is going to be enough to flinch. I don't think it is. If I get a flinch, that'll be awesome. Yeah, I figured as much. Stealth Smash gives him at +2, but it gives him -1 attack and defense, but he could have the White Herb to deal with that later. So we're going to deal with that special attack, and speed. Increasing perfectly. No. That was interesting. You guys see that? There was no White Herb. He still doesn't know my Tyranitar outspeed. So I'm going to take that to my advantage, and we're going to go. We're going to use Rock Slide, and we're going to use Rock Slide one more time. And hopeful that we can really put the pressure on this Blastoise to just knock it out. Granted, Blastoise could Dynamax at this time, which is going to hurt. And I wish I did bring my Gastrodon for this. That would have been a great check here, but unfortunately did not. I could expect Blastoise to hit the Excadrill, which will be helpful. So we'll see. Indeedee probably could do Helping Hand as well to try to knock out Tyranitar, but the opponent does not realize that I am Choice Cards yet. So I'm hoping to use that to my advantage. I didn't want to Dynamax because I won't Dark Pulse Strike it with my Dynamax. And and I figured a Follow Me could come up with it. But that -1 defense, I'm hopeful. We're gonna get the Rock Slide. Is that Blastoise? No, we hit Blastoise. Barely does anything though. And we're gonna have to deal with G-Max Canonite. It is actually gonna outspeed. That's a pretty cool animation. I survived with 1 HP thanks to Focus Dash, but honestly at this point it doesn't take too much. Your Life Orb. So, considerable damage, which is awesome. Yeah, that chip damage is gonna hurt. I used to do that with Vine Lash too, and let me tell you, it does hurt. I'm gonna go ahead and send in my own MDD. Legion Bean is that the Psychic Seed gives me a +1 and special defense, and I'm hopeful that this will be enough not only to knock out the opposing MDD, but also Blastoise. So we're gonna use Rock Slide, and we're gonna go with Expanding Force, really just to pressure the amount of damage we're gonna put here, and it's moments like this that I really wish that I went with Gastrodon. I can't believe I didn't do that. So we are gonna see Protect here. So interesting choice of tech here. Another Cannonade. Yep. It's kind of like Lemonade, but a cannon. There you go. Oh yeah, by the way, Victoria, what are you guys enjoying for dinner? I'd love to know. Tyranitar is knocked out, unfortunately. We are going to probably knock out this Blastoise, which is helpful. We do get the Protect here. And that's enough for the knockout on the Blastoise. So, a crit there. It took a lot for us to knock out this Blastoise. There was a lot of resources that had to go into this. But the nice thing here, though, is that I'm glad that I saved my Dynamax. I feel like that was a great call here. And I think at the end of it, that Cannonade is going to hurt, though. I think I have 4 turns over that. But that gives Togekiss the opportunity to Dynamax, which will make it harder for my opponent to put more offensive pressure on the Gastrodon. So we are going to see the Rillaboom, and Rillaboom will activate the Grassy Surge here. But there's actually so a couple things that I'm not a biggest fan of. I do like Air Slash. I am going to target the Rillaboom slot. I'm going to try to protect my own MDD. Expecting, well, yeah. I'm going to protect my own MDD. Expecting like a Grassy Slide there. Ooh, that sounds so good. Man, it's been a long time since I had good stir fry. Yo, and you guys are just like the perfect shory sauce to the beef and broccoli. Beautiful. So we are gonna go for this Dynamax with Togekiss. I'm pretty sure that MDD is gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna try to use Follow Me. So, unfortunate here that I have to ram into it to kind of get a head start in damage output. But, you know, we'll make it work. We are going to get the Protect. Maybe we'll get lucky and MDD try to do something else with Rillaboom using Fake Out. So, we are going to see the Follow Me, unfortunately, there. But, hopefully the Speed Boost will be enough to kind of put me in a good spot here. So, we are going to see the Woodland, actually. So, I am glad that I at least decent damage. Actually, considerable damage. I'm glad I went for the Airstream, get that speed boost. I'll make it harder for Rillaboom to outspeed Togekiss naturally, and then probably the next turn I can try to knock it out thanks to Airstream. Once we do that, then we can, you know, keep on going, probably using Helping Hand on my own Togekiss and really ranking up the damage here. Blastoise did get 2 KOs, but if I can get 3, that's it. Cannonade is hurting. It's hurting. I will get that little bit of recovery with the grassy terrain, but all that does is negate Sandstorm, and Togekiss doesn't even get that benefit because it's blind, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Here we go, we're going to get Dragalge. So, I guess the question is, who do I fear more, Rillaboom or Dragalge? I feel like Rillaboom's attack power is just insanely good. So I kind of want to knock out Rillaboom now. At the same time, I could probably use Follow Me for NDD, just in case we see some cheeky play here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Maybe redirect one Sludge Bomb, and just make it a little bit easier for me to deal with this in the long run. It is. Togekiss is a strong little baby. Well, mine's a boy, but yeah, it's a tough cookie. Okay, cool. We got the knockout on Rillaboom, which is awesome here. I definitely want that. That is super helpful. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. And Dragalge did go for Sludge Bomb? Cool. Okay, Sandstorm is over, so we won't be taking Chip anymore. Cannonade is still ravaging us, though. Okay. So here's what I think. Okay, 130? Okay, everything's 130. So I want to do that. I don't have Helping Hand. I don't want it to ram into a potential where Dragalge uses, yeah, so I'm going to use Follow Me, and I don't want to get into a potential where Dragalge activates a, Weakness Policy. That's what I don't want to happen. So we are going to go ahead and utilize Follow Me again. We're going to use Helping Hand. We're going to use, awesome, great damage. Got that crit, baby! That's what we're talking about! That's what we're talking about! And we are going to see that Sludge Bomb. Togekiss is a strong baby! Baby Togekiss! Let's go! Let's go! That's because of you, Victoria and Jason. Y'all's good luck. Togekiss are like, lend me your energy! And y'all did it. Y'all did it. Alrighty. And this is plenty. This is plenty. An easy Dazzling Gleam will be enough for this knockout here. And it's 100% accurate here. And we're going to get that Dazzling Gleam. And that's it. Awesome. Woo! Got that critical hit. There you go. Way we go. Way to go. That was a great battle. Woo! Oh my goodness. I was really worried because I didn't win Gastrodon. And I'm so glad that we still were able to find a way to do it. And honestly, it really boiled down to the opponent's, yeah, well, one, Blastoise wasn't White Herb. So that gave us a little bit of advantage of knocking it out when it was Gigantamax. The second part of that, too, was Dragalge doesn't really work well without Dynamax. Like, that's what makes it really great, is Trick Room and Dynamax and Adaptability all going off, as we saw in the previous match right before this, utilizing that same team. But because it didn't go that route, it was easier for me to knock out and deal with it. I was surprised that it decided... Woodhammer was pretty strong, actually. I was really strong. I was really surprised about that, but I was very lucky that we didn't have to worry too much about that. And then it was Rillaboom, Dragalge, Blastoise, and NDD. Yeah. And knocking out NDD at that time was helpful, too. So, man, getting KOs and really setting up ourselves for success there was really good. Woo! Look at all those points we got. Look at all those points we got. It recognized, like, yo, you're doing some work here. So, way to go. That was an awesome battle. That team's scary. I don't like that team. I don't want to face another team like that, but maybe we'll have to. The Grass, Water, Fire core is really scary. It covers a lot, and there were so many defensive pivots with that, too. So, yeah, let's bring the hype. Let's keep on going. So, we do see Blastoise again, but this time, interesting enough, not Alolan Marowak, but normal Marowak. Most likely, the opponent is trying to protect itself against electric moves, especially if you kind of look at both Talonflame and Blastoise attracting a lot of electric moves. Rillaboom gives me pause on Gastrodon. If I can find... I think that's what I need to do. If I can target Rillaboom and just knock it out, Gastrodon at the end, comfortable, it feels great. I can deal with Talonflame, I can deal with Marowak, I can deal with Blastoise. I need to find a way... Oh, and I need to be careful of Comfey too, because I can see this Blastoise actually not going for Shell Smash, but rather going for Weakness Policy Cannonade. That is a possibility here, especially with Comfy boosting it up with Priority Giga Jump. So, something to be mindful of. I do like Excadrill Tyranitar. So I kind of feel like, honestly, I feel like Togekiss Excadrill, and then Tyranitar and Gastrodon in the back, and kind of seeing what happens here. I do have to be very mindful of Rillaboom. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I prepped enough for it, but I think that with Togekiss, that might be enough of a threat. If you don't have Follow Me or things like that, then I can just hit Rillaboom and be done with it. That's the name of the game, guys. I just want to be done with Rillaboom, make the rest of the game easier. So we are going to see Blastoise and Talonflame. So, this is interesting. Blastoise is most likely going to go for Stealth Smash. Could go for Protected, Fake Out as well. Allows... Oh, you know what? No, it might just go for Cannonade right from the get-go, because Talonflame can use Tailwind. So with that, I kind of want to just go into Tyranitar, knowing I might have to stack it, and then I'm just going to go hit Rock Slide. This should be enough to knock out Talonflame, unless it's holding like a Focus Sash. But I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that I'm under a Tailwind. But I want Excadrill to outspeed Blastoise and Tailwind. So we are gonna see the Dynamax immediately, most likely from that Blastoise, and it is gonna deal with the Cannonade immediately. So that is gonna hurt, but we can make this work. I did bring Gases. How about tier 2 of them? Yeah, I figured as much. We're only going to deal with a Tailwind there. Totally fine for now. Blastoise misses, which is a shame. But knocking out Talonflame right here and there is great. I'll take that. Depends what's happening next. We're going to see the Cannonade. It's going to hit. Okay, Excadrill will be knocked out here. And we are going to take some damage from Blastoise. So, while we did get to knock out Talonflame pretty early on, I don't know yet. I brought in Togekiss because I want to bait the Cannonade, give myself a free turn. This will give Togekiss a lot, bit more perfect. Kind of. Rillaboom could outspeed with Grassy Slide and aim for the Tyranitar slot, which would mean that I would lose Cannonade immediately. I would lose against Cannonade immediately. I could switch out Togekiss and be hopeful I can go for something like a Rock Slide. It won't do much against Rillaboom. I could probably use Punch on Rillaboom. I might want to do some damage on Blastoise. Well, I actually could flinch Blastoise. Well, no, you can't flinch Dynamax. If Rillaboom decides not to go for it, I'll do that, and then I'm going to switch in Togekiss with Gastrodon. That was a good call on bringing Rillaboom in. But I can protect the next turn. My prediction is he's going to Grassy Slide on a Tyranitar side. I'll take that. Good prediction there. I think that was smart. Covers a lot of plays, actually. I don't like dealing with Blastoise. I'm not a big fan of the Kanto Starter G-Max moves. They're really strong. I hate if G-Max Wildfire with Charizard. I use Vine Lash with Venusaur. So, I mean, I can't complain because I use them too. But it stinks because it's like, oh, if you're not the type, you will always take residual damage. Alright, so now it's time that we need to go max Airstream on the Rillaboom and just deal with it. I am going to protect with the Gastrodon, and hopefully, if we knock out Rillaboom right here and there, that's it. Gastrodon can clean up against Blastoise in the end game. Blastoise most likely has Water Spout then, I would imagine. But there isn't really anything that Rillaboom can do to avoid my attack. Like, I'm going to have to eat a pretty strong Max Hailstorm, which is totally fine. And Rillaboom rarely carries Protect anyway, so I'm confident that we can work through this. Perfect. I knew it. I didn't want to deal with it. Get out of there. We're going to see the Max Hailstorm. It is going to go on to the Togekiss slot. Can Togekiss survive it? Togekiss takes that like a champ! I'm sorry, but yo! What? Thank goodness. And we locked Blastoise out of flying type moves. Oh, with that crit. Oh, with that crit. Oh, with that crit. We get that +1 speed. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This is the turn. This is it, baby. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. I mean, the opponent did a good job of, like, checking with the Max Hailstorm on Gastrodon, but oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's what we need. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Okay. We had to take damage from Cannonade, but hopefully it's over soon. I'm going to heal up a little bit more. Let's get some healing in here for Gastrodon. Let's get some healing in the chat. Okay. I don't know what his last Pokemon is. We're going to find out right now. Indeedee. Okay. Okay, I can make that work. I feel like in this case, I don't know. Because if Blastoise has Blizzard, that can hurt. So, I kind of want to hit. I want to hit Blastoise. Oh, you know what? No, I want to use Max Starfall on Indeedee. I actually, you know what? I do want to hit Blastoise. And I want to hit Blastoise again. What if Blastoise protects? So, we're going to go ahead and use Max Starfall on Indeedee, predicting this, because Indeedee rarely carries Protect. And then I will hit Blastoise, but if... Wow, Indeedee's actually really fast. That's not... Oh, jeez, I knew it was Blizzard. Oh, we survived. We barely survived. Okay, okay. Tailwind ends. We got this. So we are going to be able to hit Indeedee with that... Oh, thank goodness I went for Starfall. Thank goodness I went for Starfall. And the hail's going to be enough to knock out Indeedee. Thank goodness we went for Starfall. Okay, we can do this. And we perk some damage on the Blastoise now. Okay, enough for a knockout there. Okay, Blastoise gets some hail damage. Togekiss has to get some hail damage too. Gastrodon gets some hail damage, but it survives. Oh! Oh! We survived with 5 HP. Okay. This is gonna be a tough one. Tailwind's over. Blizzard's 100% accurate. Gastrodon's pretty much out and is knocked out this next turn. So I am going to go ahead and use Max Airstream. Yeah, because Max Airstream is the same power. And then I'm going to use Recover. Okay. I am glad I did it this way. Oh, thank goodness. That was smart. That was smart. Because I am going to be... This will be enough to do some good damage. Not too much. But the fact that we get to recover my HP is such a godsend. Oh, thank goodness. Unfortunately, that will be enough to knock out Togekiss, so Togekiss cannot be the one to finish this off. But can Gastrodon do it? We have to deal with 100% accurate Blizzards. That's a good question. How long is Hail lasting? If it's one more turn, then my idea behind this is to say, you know what? I'm going to protect during this Hail turn. Perfect. Hail's one more turn. I want to protect. Togekiss put in some work. Absolutely. Togekiss brought us here. Okay. So we are going to protect here. We are going to see the Hydro Cannon. So I actually protect with that. The Hail does stop. I think he wants to preserve his power point, which makes sense. But I wonder if he'll try it again. I gotta be careful though. Oh wait, I can't be frozen because we are under Misty Terrain. That's great. That's great. That's great news. He doesn't realize it! Yeah! Oh, this is great! He didn't realize that I was Storm Drain. That was the whole idea of bringing in Gastrodon. So, good game! Thank you for giving me that. Your out would have been to Blizzard and hope for a crit. But oh my goodness, we figured it out. And really it was that preserving Togekiss, knocking out Talonflame early on, and dealing with Rillaboom. Honestly, I feel more confident dealing with Rillaboom. Once you knock out Rillaboom, it's so easy. Yeah, I figured as much. Weakness policy, I'm so glad I didn't ram into it. That was a great call out there. Torrent is interesting. What was the, what's Gostor's other ability? I think it was something, oh, Rain Dish. Yeah, no, Torrent then. Yeah. Eject button, you have Giga Drain. I thought so. Figured as much that you can pair up with Blastoise well. And the eject button's a great call out there of like, I can switch out immediately and let those Pokemon play in. But that's smart, use the Tailwind instead. Quick Guide was interesting. I like that tech. To protect against priority. So, I like that. Normal Marowak, Lightning Rod to help protect Blastoise. Makes sense. Boomerang. All this makes sense. Rillaboom is Assault Vest, which was really nice that I could knock it out with Togekiss. Togekiss has been paying off so well. And then Indeedee as well with the Focus Sash, but I'm glad that I decided to, that's, I guess because of Follow Me. That makes sense. Because if it wasn't Follow Me, I would have gone with Male Indeedee if you were looking for power, right? Because it hurts. But, man, Pokemon's a game of inches, and we figured it out. So, great match. That was fun. Oh, man, Togekiss. Yeah, that's because you and Jason are on the stream. You guys are rooting on Togekiss. Togekiss. We got to Ultra Ball! Awesome! Yay, we got some BP as well. So now we have a winning record, 6 battles of 6 wins, 5 losses. This is the last rank that we have to get through until we get to Master Ball. So maybe we'll do it today. We'll keep it going. But oh my goodness, Togekiss has been making it happen. Okay, so a very interesting team from our opponent. Here we have Charizard, Galarian, Darmanitan. It's been a while since I fought those. They are tricky for sure. Luxray, Rillaboom, Duraludon, and Grimmsnarl. I actually really do like Corsola in this matchup. Corsola has Will-O-Wisp to help burn. Ooh, I need to be careful about Will-O-Wisp on Luxray, as Luxray does have Guts. But I do like Corsola against Darmanitan and Rillaboom. I don't like Gastrodon as much. I feel like I can scare the opponent. They don't realize that my Tyranitar is max speed with Choice Scarf, and so that might be enough to get a victory there. And then I think I can use Corsola and tank Togekiss in the back. So, we're going to try this. Most likely, Grimmsnarl's going to set up with Reflect anyways, so it'll be a little bit harder to play around Grimmsnarl. But we can make it work. I think the one thing I have to be mindful of is with Grimmsnarl. Well, no, because what Togekiss is great as a Dynamax Pokemon to deal with Rillaboom, and I could probably break through it with the I can probably break through the Reflects with the critical hits. So we are going to get Grassy Surge lined up here, which does put me as a threat for a Grassy Slide. But Excadrill stood out speed Darmanitan, which will be nice for a Rock Slide. And I could probably do a double Rock Slide here, and hopefully knock out Darmanitan here. The opponent might also predict this and just be like, you know what, I just want to hit with Wood Hammer, which would be nice actually. So we are going to see the Grassy Glide, that's going to hurt. Thank goodness that he went for Excadrill, because Excadrill does not care as much. That does a lot of damage on Darmanitan. And I outspeed! Thank goodness! I knock out Darmanitan in one turn. There you go! And Rillaboom takes damage thanks to Sandstorm, and we all get a little bit of healing thanks to the Grassy Terrain. So, great turn 1 for me. Being able to knock out an opponent's Pokemon just like that is very helpful. And the opponent just realized that I was Twitch Strike. So we are going to see the Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl most likely is going to go ahead and use something like Reflect. In this case, I don't really need Excadrill as much, so I am going to try to Iron Head the Grimmsnarl, and I might switch out. I'm going to switch out Tyranitar for Corsola instead. Thing here is that if Grimmsnarl decides, a couple things could happen here. If Rillaboom wants to knock, yeah, I figured something like that could have happened. Life or we're going to see the Wood Hammer. That's going to do a lot of damage. I disable it. And I take that pretty comfortably. Awesome. He didn't frisk, though. But he was fight for it. Feel like in this case I want to protect. And I'm going to go ahead and Strength Sap the Rillaboom, making it a little bit harder for Rillaboom to do much damage. Oh, Grimmsnarl, yeah! So that is Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is very terrifying. It's fun. I like using Grimmsnarl. No fun. No bueno. No good. No good. That is going to be kind of detrimental on my end. But not like the worst thing in the world. I'm trying to think, who do I want to hit? Because I feel like with the Pokemon you have on the field right now, you're not going to have much of an advantage. Like, Togekiss really just deal with y'all well. So you did taunt, you're probably going to do Reflect. I'm going to go ahead and just use Iron Head on you. And then I'm just going to go ahead and set up. I can't use Will-O-Wisp, of course. So I can use Nightshade, though. And that might be enough to knock out Rillaboom. I probably don't even need to have Togekiss deal with Rillaboom. Okay, cool. I can deal with that. Perfect! Oh, this is great! I get a little extra damage on Rillaboom. I don't have to deal with, oh, that's so great! Oh, that's wonderful! Oh my goodness! Because I don't have to do, because now Rillaboom gets sent out here, you only get one more turn for Grassy Slide, right? Because it's been 4 turns already? Oh, perfect. Then I just need to protect one turn with Excadrill. And I can switch out Corsola. Or I can just, you know what? I'm just going to hit with Corsola. Why not? And I'm just going to hit Rillaboom. You're most likely going to have to Dynamax your Duraludon. And Duraludon is known to be especially defensively weak. So the only thing you are going to do here is Max Darkness on the Corsola to knock it out. But honestly, I feel like my endgame here is just, yeah, okay. I don't even have to worry about attack drops thanks to Wormwind. So this really works out to my advantage. Now I'm going to go ahead and burn up your last turn of Grassy Surge. Perfect. We're going to see the Steel Spike. And it is on the Corsola. I take that like a champ. And then I'm just going to go ahead and, yeah, I really don't care. Because Togekiss is enough to finish up the end game. feel like at this point Rillaboom's not going to do anything. So I might as well hit Duraludon as hard as I can. Okay, so that was not a good idea because of the Awakeness policy. But I wonder what you're going to do, though. That's fine. Okay. That's +2 on your defense. Yeah. So, what will my opponent do? They have a weakness policy, so I know for a fact you're gonna just crumble. Against Togekiss. Togekiss can max Starfall, and that'll be enough to knock out Duraludon. But if Duraludon protects, I'm in trouble. I could also double up on the Duraludon spot with Super Power. But I don't think that's going to be as helpful as trying to knock out Rillaboom with a fast Fight. This is also Duraludon's last turn of Dynamax, so this could be helpful in the long run. If you try to knock out Tyranitar, it's still not a big deal. Your best bet has to be to knock out Togekiss. At +2, Togekiss. Yeah, that's enough chip, actually. That might be what I need. Yep. That's all we needed. We just needed one turn. And the building goes down. Togekiss wins with that critical hit. It's really cool whenever Duraludon gets knocked out, because it's like it explodes and it has like this big metal sound. It's the coolest Dynamax knockout you can get, so that was awesome. Great overall. Dealing with Rillaboom was awesome. We pretty much put it in a bind, and honestly, I think the opponent expected too much. He staked too much on Excadrill, where I was like, you know what, there were a lot of dead turns that his Rillaboom had, and I was like, that's perfect. I'll just slowly chip at you, knock it out, and it really made it easier to deal with. So we got another Zinc. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm curious to see it with the team. So we have Charizard here. Charizard, Gigantamax, Dragon Breath? But Charizard also knows Dragon Pulse, so I don't understand why you would teach it Dragon Breath. I guess the Paralysis, but even then, it's not that reliable. I would not pick Dragon Breath. That's not a good choice. Yeah, and you didn't even change its nature well. Come on now. Knocking out Darmanitan early on was great. That was a godsend. That was so easy. And the fact that you were Focus Sash instead of Choice Scarf made it so much easier. That just, whew, that took a lot off of my plate. For sure. Luxray. Oh, it's Intimidate, actually. Interesting. I was worried you were going to be Guts. So I'm glad that it wasn't Guts. You are the scariest, and we found ways to deal with you. Yeah, Grassy Surge, Wood Hammer, yeah. I know. And then Duraludon, Weakness Policy. Star Wars Weakness. Nah, it's not that surprising. Yeah, Flash Cannon. It was smart to go for Max Steel Spike the entire time because of the additional defense it would get. I am surprised it was Sassy, though, because none of his team has Trick Room. The Grimmsnarl scared me, and I'm very glad it actually did not have Reflect, because that would have been scary. That made it a lot easier to deal with Grimmsnarl. The Life Orb definitely scared me. Yeah, it was crazy. It was huge. But I was very lucky that we didn't have to deal with this Grimmsnarl. Because, like, Life Orb? Oh, that could have been scary. Play Rough actually hurts, but I'm really glad at the end of the day Grimmsnarl didn't have anything that scared me off too much. So, good match overall. That was fun. We're going to keep on going. Hopeful that this will get us some very close. Oh, that was some good points. Okay, it looks like we about 2 to 3 battles away from Master if we can get some victories here. So we're gonna keep on going. I'm really excited, and I'm hopeful we can do this. So we're gonna be fighting against Poppy, rank 10. Poppy is gonna bring the whole Rain Brigade. Oh my goodness, you can tell the rain is here to stay. So, an interesting choice. Rillaboom also makes rain a little bit harder to deal with because usually I'll be like, oh, Gastrodon done. But it's very clear that Rillaboom is going to be coming in this match. There's no way that the opponent is not going to bring Rillaboom in this match. So, with that, I think what I want to do is lead with Excadrill, not lead with Tyranitar, because Tyranitar can mitigate. Tyranitar adds a weird balance to this. Because Politoed will underspeed Tyranitar, and that reveals too much information. So I do like leading with Excadrill. Do I lead with Togekiss, or do I lead with Gastrodon? I feel like I want to lead with Gastrodon and Excadrill, and then having... Ooh, no, wait. No, Togekiss. Because then if Rillaboom's there, I can be like, you know what? Screw you. I'm going to hit you hard now. So, that might be enough to discourage Rillaboom. Also discourages Scizor. Because I don't think the opponent wants to deal... I mean, the opponent can try to use Bullet Punch, which is fine. But at Dynamax Togekiss, I'm going to hit you with Max Flare. So we are going to see Rillaboom, and we are going to see Dreadnought. Perfect. So Rillaboom is going... But Max Rock Ball could come from the Dreadnought. I think that's a risk I'm willing to take. I'm going to go ahead and use Max Airstream on this Rillaboom. I'm going to try to knock out this sucker as fast as I can. And then, after knocking out Rillaboom, we probably expect Politoed, and in which case we will then go and turn off the rain. So, hopeful that this will be helpful, and also with the Max Airstream, we can get some good speed boosted. So, I'm hopeful that this is going to be a benefit in the long run. Hey, what is going on? Thank you for checking us out, man. Hope you're doing well. We are going to see the fake out. Awesome. That's awesome. I like to see that. Let me see a poison jab. And I got poisoned. Of course, I felt that. And we are able to knock out the Rillaboom. Critical hit there. And that is enough to knock out Rillaboom, which is great. That is very helpful here. And we do get the, unfortunately, that hurt by poison isn't going to be fun. Most likely, yeah, I won't, don't click on any links if you're not sure of what the link goes to. I don't want you guys to get in trouble or, you know, be put in a tough spot there. So Politoed is sent out. That will automatically give the Dreadnought a fast speed, but you know, in this case I don't really care. I'm going to go ahead and hit Dreadnought with a Max Starfall. Hopefully do some considerable... Oh, you know what? I could hit... I'm going to hit Dreadnought with a Max... Yeah, I'm going to hit... No, wait. No, I'm okay with the speed. Because Excadrill can have Gastrodon come in. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit the Politoed with the critical hit. The critical Airstream here. I'm not sure if I feel 100% confident in this move. I'm probably going to lose Togekiss, let's be real. Interesting. So, this Dreadnought Gigantamax, we need to set some stealth on with its water type attack. Okay, so Politoed does protect. Unfortunately for me there, I won't be able to... so we are going to see the Max Rock Ball. That was a good call out there. It's enough with a knockout, unfortunately. Does put me in a little bit of a bind here. I don't get the natural... Well, actually, it still works. I might have lost Togekiss, but honestly, the big threat was Rillaboom, and I don't have to deal with it anymore. I lock you out of your flying type, water type moves. I know, poor Togekiss, but Togekiss did what Togekiss needed to do. So I am very eternally grateful for Togekiss and what she has done for the team. So I'm going to try to, I don't know, I don't feel confident in this move of trying to double whammy on the Dreadnought slot, but it could be helpful. What would Dreadnought know? Oh, well, I'm not too worried about that. I'm focus tapped anyways. It's fine. I'll take that. Yeah, at this point in the juncture, Excadrill's done its job. But I don't want Gastrodon to take too much damage either. So I still feel confident of doubling up. I might just use Rock Slide instead though, just in case Dreadnought decides to protect itself. Because there's no way you can return on rain. I don't think you have a way to do it. I am confused. I don't know what you would do. I mean, I guess the only thing I would say is you would switch out Politoed. Okay, cool. Did I miss Dreadnought? No, I hit Dreadnought. And we knock it out. Perfect. Thank you for the special attack boost. I really appreciate it. And then I get a free Earth Power. So this Togekiss was still the MVP, you know, because Rillaboom was the big threat to kind of deal with rain. And once I knocked out Rillaboom, that's it. That was worth it. It was 100% worth it. The fact that Politoed can't really do anything, Excadrill gets free rain, and who are we facing? Kingdra? Perfect. Kingdra is not going to be able to do much. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and protect Gastrodon just to give it more breathability in case I have to deal with something like a Iron Head, or not, like, you're going to use a Dragon move on Gastrodon, try to knock it out so you can start using Water moves again, right? That's the last thing I want to do. So I am going to go ahead and protect Gastrodon. And again, it's mainly just perfect. Because, of course, you want to get rid of Gastrodon. It blocks you from using your water move. And I'm not going to let you do that. Interesting. Blizzard is a very interesting move to use. Alrighty. Well, ooh, and it's Life Orb too, so that's even more helpful. So Grassy Train is over, so we don't have any random healing going on there. And pretty much it's just, I kind of want to go for accuracy. So I'm going to go with Crunch. I don't want to deal with Rock Slide misses. I don't need flinches. Politoed really can't do anything. So I'm going to go with Crunch, knock out this Kingdra, just be done with it. Perfect, I expected as much. Tyranitar's Choice Scarf and Master out of speed. And here we go, we get the Crunch. There you go. Togekiss won this battle. Togekiss is the one winning these battles, man. And I just needed to find the perfect Rillaboom counter, and I never thought about it, and it's Togekiss. I haven't used Helping Hand, so I feel like I can even swap that out for a normal Protect if I just need an extra turn, or even Tailwind if I want extra speed control. But honestly, though, like, it's been great. And so it's pretty much game, set, and match. The opponent has no way to kind of counter to it, and there we are. There we have it. Togekiss might have been knocked out pretty early, but you know what? It did not faint in vain, just like you said, Victoria. Togekiss repping, doing its best. I would love to continue battling. We are on fire! I think we're one battle away from Masters. Alright, this is it, chat. Hang on, let me refresh my Twitch, because I kind of froze there. But this is it. This is probably the match that can get us to Master Rank. Can we lend the energy? Lend the energy, just like in Dragon Ball Z. We are almost there. We are almost there. We can do this. Oh my goodness. And this was really fun. It took a while in Sword and Shield to really find my jive and find my groove. But Sand Offense has been so much fun to play. I've never played it before in any other generation. I usually played Rain Offense. But it's been a blast playing Sand Offense. Alright, so Andrew, rank 10. Let's go. Okay, actually, Andrew brings something that is pretty scary to the table. And that is Psychic Surge, or Expanding Force spam. Now, what Expanding Force spam is basically the Pokemon. Well, thank you. Oh, praise to Arceus. What Expanding Force spam is utilizing Expanding Force and just hitting as hard and fast as you can. The opponent has a lot of different speed controls, including Hawlucha, which can use Psychic Seed, which I wouldn't be surprised would be used against me in this match too. Kind of looking at this. I feel like I can double whammy him. Togekiss and Corsola in the back. I know. It might be Togekiss be Togekiss. I don't know, but something tells me I'm putting too many eggs in the Alakazam basket. But knocking it out early. Oh my goodness, we can win. And the nice thing is we don't have to deal with Rillaboom. Even with Trick Room coming up, I don't think I'm too worried here. So yep, as predicted, I'm glad I thought about this. We are going to deal with the Expanding Force spam here. So the nice thing though is that with Tyranitar on the field, I'm immune to Expanding Force. And so Alakazam might get, well, he actually can't. The only way he can outspeed is if he is short start. Most Alakazams aren't, so that means I get a knockout Alakazam in one turn. Entity is most likely going to go for Follow Me, and so I am going to negate that with double Rock Slides, and I do not care. Alakazam might also think I need to hit Dazzling Gleam, and in that case, I'm just going to outspeed it anyways, with both. So Entity actually protects. Totally fine. I do not care. So decent damage on Alakazam. We are going to see Focus Blast. Ooh, that's going to hurt. I don't know if I survive. I don't. And Alakazam's Magic Guard, so it will survive. Okay, so unfortunately, Tyranitar not surviving does hurt. I won't be able to be as offensively inclined as I want to be, but I still have a chance here to really do some good damage. So what I'm thinking here is that we're going to go Rock Slide, and you know what? We're just going to go for it. Let's go for those max Airstreams. I'm going to go ahead and aim at the Entity slot. Entity can't protect again, so I'll have to do something like Follow Me. And this will allow me to kind of put some good damage on it. We don't see a retreat, so we could, I'm hopeful. If Alakazam and Entity are knocked out in this turn, we might get lucky here. We can win this. We're going big. We're going big early. It was nice to have Tyranitar to kind of slow down the Expanding Force offense. So Entity is going to protect. Does get the protect off. Oh, that's not pretty. Entity Protect. We get the Rock Slide. That's all we need. Cool. Could not have asked for a better turn there. Alakazam is knocked out, and my own Togekiss gets to go for the max Airstream. It won't do as much damage as I would like, but the fact that I get that +1 and C is going to be a benefit. So Indeedee is going to take some damage there, and so does take some damage there. Indeedee has not indicated, it's not Safety Goggles. It could be Berry. Could be Mental Herb, which would be helpful. Hawlucha could come out. So that's why the +1 was very helpful here. Okay. So I am going to Iron Head the Hawlucha slot, and I am going to Max Starfall the... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to double up on the Hawlucha slot. Because most likely this Hawlucha wants to go to full offense. And the opponent is a little bit on the back pedal here. But I'm hopeful that the combination of Excadrill and Indeedee will be enough. Hawlucha also, if he Dynamaxes and Max Guards, he wastes a turn. Because Indeedee female can't learn Trick Room, so I can't really go against it. We are going to see a Dynamax. Is this Hawlucha? I would imagine so. Yeah. I'm burning up to speed by times 2, but the +1 I'll be able to outspeed with at least I wouldn't be surprised if I do see a fall. Pops the berry. Not great. Citrus, please. Okay. We're gonna see the Max Knuckle. So actually, I'm not afraid. I'm not that. That's fine. I'll take that. I'll take that. I will take the Max Knuckle. We get the knockout. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. We have that critical hit. Let's go, Togekiss. And with the added speed, that is just going to be a godsend here. I am very grateful for these max Airstreams coming out clutch. You know what I'm saying? Hawlucha is at +2. Hawlucha, I might outspeed with Togekiss. You know, for a fact, Excadrill is the fastest thing on the field. So, Cinderace comes out. I still think Hawlucha is my biggest threat. I feel Corsola can knock out Cinderace at the end. Damn it! That was a bad thing on my end. Oh, you double protect. Okay. Sure. That's actually nice. I'm okay with that. Okay, so here, I don't want to hit a, oh wait, no, I can't hit a Lucha, because I just see it with Psychic Seed, right? So I'm going to go ahead and use Iron Hit on Cinderace, and I'm just going to hit Dazzling Gleam. This is fine. I'm at +2. What Hawlucha has to do is max speed with speed. It has to use max Airstream. Okay, at this point I actually am not as worried. I will outspeed a Cinderace. I'll knock it out. I'll put good damage on Hawlucha. Ooh. What? Cinderace outsped? Ah, no, 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 no! Well, you are Life Orb. Sandstorm's over. Ah, dang it. It's Corsola versus the world. Time's over. We can use Sucker Punch. We can make this happen. It's gonna be a weird match, but we'll figure a way. So luckily here, the speed does not matter anymore. Corsola underspeeds everybody on the field. What we need to do is start lowering the effectiveness of things. Hawlucha can't use fighting moves, so Hawlucha is stuck to using things like acrobatics. Perfect. I'll take Brave Bird too. Honestly, that's fine. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. And a critical hit on that? Come on, man. You didn't need to do that much. Ah, and I don't even get to, oh, jeez. This actually just put me in a bind here. I am glad I didn't hit you. Okay. I will need a Strength Staff. I'm gonna do that against Hawlucha. Ah, shoot. This actually does put me in a bind. Because you can easily just use Iron Head. Hawlucha goes for a Brave Bird. That's enough. Yeah, I can't win. I needed... I shouldn't have used Will Whip. I should have used Strength Staff. Oh, I should have definitely used Strength Staff. I would have survived against Cinderace. And then Hawlucha, I could have brought it down to such low attack that it wouldn't do anything. Gosh darn it. I should have played the long game. Good match. Good match. I could have won. I can't believe it. Threw it away at the end. That's okay. You know what? That's alright. That's alright. Now we know. We should have... And we barely lost any points. It's fine. We good. We good. You know what? We gotta get Master... Oh no, I didn't want Zacian and Zamazenta. But that's okay. We'll listen to this music. Yeah, that's okay. Not a big deal. Okay. Next match, we got Golisopod, Excadrill, Weezing... why am I talking? Incineroar, Dusclops, and Dragapult. So a lot of Ghost offensive. I can also see a lot of, hey, let's activate our own weakness policy. Especially with Dusclops. There's a Shadow Sneak. You can also set up Trick Room, but you probably aren't going to do that. Yeah, I kind of like that. Kind of like Togekiss. I kind of like X. He has Excadrill as well, but it could be Moltres here. I kind of like Indeedee actually. And kind of do like Psychic Surge, do a lot of damage. And also follow me on a Dragon type move or a Ghost type move. Yeah, Indeedee, Togekiss, and then I think in the back I'm gonna have Gastrodon, and I kind of like this. Yeah. I really don't mind Misty Surge as much. But yeah, man, if I Strength Snapped that turn, I would have survived, gotten a lot of my HP back, and I would have been okay. And I should have done it that way. And let Cinderace knock itself out. Like, heal from Hawlucha, let Cinderace knock itself out, and then Nightshade at the end of it. But that's okay. Live and learn. Yo, this is intense. Alright, Taskin. Let's see what we can do here. Let's make this happen. Woo! This is a tough one. So we're gonna see Weezing and Golisopod. So Weezing will stop. Interesting choice there. Weezing does kind of stop the Psychic Train from coming up. So I unfortunately will have to deal with a super effective at first impression. So I think what I want to do here is, yeah, I want to max Airstream the Weezing. Go ahead and get the speed up. I'm going to go ahead and protect, just to not deal with the initial first turn of first impression. And once I do enough damage on Weezing, that should be enough to kind of really pulverize it. And also put, like, Golisopod in the tough range here. So we are going to get the Togekiss coming out, ready to play here. Indeedee does protect, so I don't have to deal with first impression. I get the max airstream, so no first impression. Interesting. We get the Sludge Bomb, which doesn't do too much, and we get Leech Life. So I am going to max Airstream the Golisopod now, and I'm going to go ahead and use Expanding Force on Weezing directly. It won't be boosted by the Psychic Terrain, but it's still a good Psychic move. Weezing does protect itself, which is totally fine in this case. I do not mind it at all. I will actually run into Weezing with my Expanding Force, but I should outspeed with this max Airstream, which will do good damage on this Golisopod, if not knock out. So I actually just knock it out. Curious to see what comes up next. Yeah, so you might be curious, why am I going for this play? I kind of want to use Follow Me after Dragapult is done Dynamaxing. I'd rather not it, I want to redirect the Drag-type moves later down the line, not right at this moment. Let me turn off Weezing first, get my speed, and we can go from there. So Dragapult is going to Dynamax. I'm pretty much upset. I don't know if Togekiss actually will knock out Dragon. I don't want to activate weakness policy immediately. We're going to see the Max Lightning. So that's helpful to know. Alrighty, Psychic Surge activates. Here we go with the Psychic Seed. And we're gonna get the max Airstream on the Dragapult, which will be very helpful. Oh, that does a lot of damage. That's very nice. Crit, I expected as much. And Togekiss and Indeedee are at +3 speed, which is ungodly. But you know what? Let's go for it. And then Incineroar comes out now. Incineroar can't... so knocking out Dragapult is going to be pretty easy. And the nice thing here is that Incineroar can't fake out anyone, thanks to Psychic Terrain being set up. So with +3 speed, I'm just going to go ahead and hit Dazzling Flame, and I'm going to Expanding Force on the Dragapult slot, just to do as much damage as possible. I forget who I had in the back, but I think I should have enough to... I think it's like Excadrill and Corsola. I think between the two, we should be able to knock out Incineroar. There you go. That's enough. There you go. And Incineroar goes for the Throat Chop on Indeedee, but at this point, Indeedee do anything. I'll go for... Yeah, I'll just go for Gasoline Gleam. And I'm just gonna go ahead and hit Follow Me. There you go! Alrighty. Alright, there we go. Great match against Taskin. And Togekiss, once again, leads the charge. Thank you for the rare candy. I appreciate it. Continue battling. Is this enough? Ah, not enough. Alright, we gotta get that one more in. We gotta get that one more in. Oh, wait, we gotta change the theme. There you go, Mustard 2. Togekiss, Togekiss, we are doing it. We are going, ladies and gentlemen. And it really was just like, I don't know, I mean, I did a lot of damage with Max Airstream, and I mean, I knocked out Golisopod. Thunder wasn't that great. So, I mean, it was just suboptimal choices on my opponent's end that really made it easier for me to play around it. I think I did pull in Corsola at the end. Yeah, something tells me I did use Corsola. So, the opponent would have, if Togekiss wasn't still around, I think the opponent would have had a harder time, but they just had a harder time. Okay, so, Gabriel, we are fighting against a tried and true Sun team with some Trick Room shenanigans. Fire is going to be huge. The opponent very much wants to turn off my offensive play. So I mean, I have to win the stand to kind of turn off their Sun. But the one thing I am tempted to bring in Gastrodon, but I also recognize that Gastrodon can become a liability thanks to Venusaur. So I feel like, and Conkeldurr kind of gives problems to Tyranitar. So I feel like if we are able to knock out Conkeldurr and Venusaur, we win, right? So I feel like in this case, it's not to use Excadrill at all, and not worry about speed, but rather just power. So I am going to bring in Indeedee Togekiss as my lead, and then have Gastrodon and Tyranitar in back. Hopeful that I can get a Venusaur lead. Turning off, so, and I can play this a couple ways. I can turn off Venusaur's ability to do anything, and hit it with a combination of Indeedee and Togekiss. I could turn off, if it's Venusaur, Conkeldurr. I think Indeedee does it fast than I remember. But anyways, I feel like one of the two might be a way to do this. So we'll see what is being let out. I do also have to be mindful that Conkeldurr does know Wide Guard, so I will have to play around that too. So let's go ahead and see what the opponent sends out, and we're going to see Venusaur and Torkoal. Okay. I feel like you'd want to protect Venusaur anyways, so I'm going to Expanding Force on your Torkoal, and I'm going to switch out to Like, I don't think, and you have to also be mindful that, like, couldn't I have safety goggles? Like, this is a very real thing. So I'm going to try to use the meta game's logic. You also have no way to turn off... Well, actually you do. So we are going to see you Dynamax, probably Venusaur, probably Max Vine. So you have no way to turn off the Terrain Dome. So Expanding Force is going to hurt. Yeah, this is going to hurt. So we are going to see Max use. Oh, thank God I switched out. Look at that. Look at that. That was a great switch. That was a great switch. And now I don't have to worry about Sleep Powder. And the Eruption is going to be very weak, thanks to you being at half health. Look at that turn 1, baby. Look at that turn 1. That is what we're looking for. That was just beautiful. Cool. The combination of NDD and Venus Tyranitar will be enough to put this opponent on a tough spot. You're probably going to switch out your Torkoal. And you don't realize that my Tyranitar is Choice Scarf yet. So, this all works out well. Yeah, that's fine. Chandelure is going to take way too much damage. Citrus Berry? That knocks out Venusaur. Done. Look at that! We did it! We did it! We got another Rage Quit! Oh my goodness! They just couldn't handle. They could not handle. But that's the thing, though. It happens in Pokemon, man. And I'm telling you, I was Choice Scarf. I know this. It's a tech option, and I'm sorry that you thought that, oh, I was gonna lead with Sand. I'm sorry. Your team clearly reads Sun. It screams Sun. I know how to play around these things. That was great, though. That was fun. Yeah, 100%. Yo, shout out to Jason. I am a huge fan of Choice Scarf Tyranitar. Catches so many people. Whoop, gotta do the dab right on stream. Catches so many people off guard. I once was beat by one. I was like, yo, I gotta use it now going for it. And it's amazing. So, oh my goodness, we got a Rage Quit right here. And, oh man, that is a shame really, but I hope that pushes us to Masters. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and quit for now. I don't want to go into battle yet. I want to see. Update my ranking. Was that enough? We did it! Look at that! Yay! The road to Master Rank, and we hit it! Woo! I am so excited. Wow, 1,919. That is pretty high up there. But granted, it's the beginning of the month, so not many people are at this rank right now. And that's probably going to tumble all the way down to 10,000 by the time we get to the end of the month. Let's be real. But there you go. The Rage Quit did it. We hit Master Rank. I am so excited. And, hey, 20 PP. Never, no, it doesn't hurt. So, first off, for those who tuned in, thank you so much. It's been awesome getting to catch up with y'all on chat. Shout out to Victoria, shout out to Daxman, shout out to Jason, shout out to Apollo. On the last stream, Seat Blast Man, my friend Colin was in here, so shout out to Colin. And it was awesome to see you guys. I had a blast playing, and I can't wait to continue playing. By the way, if you're in this channel right now, definitely check out Neuron Gaming. Let me see if I can pull up their @ mention here. Yeah, so check out Neuron Gaming. That is, oh great, I know my own rules. So Neuron Gamer. I'm so sorry, I said gaming. I meant Neuron Gamer. Perfect, thank you, Victoria. Check it out in the chat there. Neuron Gamer. They do some great things talking about mental health with video games and how you can utilize games to kind of really, I know, right? I'm pumped. This is great. Oh my goodness, I am on top of the world here. Yo, what's up, Apollo? How you doing, man? I know, we did it, and we got it by a Rage Quit. Out of anything in the world, the Rage Quit brought us to the top there. Could have gotten it a little bit sooner with the Cinderace, Hawlucha match, but you know what? No worries. Hey, and you know what? One thing about being a Pokemon Master, is being able to play Pokemon the way that you want to play it, right? I enjoy playing competitive, and it's so much fun to get to interact with the community like y'all, try out new things, be excited, and even in my losses, like, dude, we had so many losses my last time, like, four out of the 6 losses came from my last stream, and that was so much fun. You can be a master because you know yourself, you know, so play Pokemon the way you want to play it, and, you know, happiness will follow. Anyways, by the way, check out Apollo MB. I'm not sure exactly what you stream, Mitch, so you're gonna have to let the chat know what you do stream and things like that. Daxman45 is a great streamer. Neuron Gamer is awesome. I love these guys. I've been friends with Jason and Victoria for the longest time. Actually, you guys want to know something crazy? It's been over 10 years since we became friends. Yeah, 2009. Excuse me. That's actually in Daxman45. I met in high school, so that was like 11 years ago. So, anyways, check out these guys. They're awesome. I should be auto-hosting Neuron Gamer. So if you tune into my channel, you probably will be able to check them out too whenever they go live. Awesome stuff. Definitely recommend checking them out. But anyways, guys, oh my goodness. Really, it was just a change of Alakazam to Togekiss. You guys know Togekiss in the chat. Let's go, Togekiss. Wow, I have a newfound respect for Togekiss. And yeah, I've used Togekiss in past teams, but in this team in particular, just knocking out Rillaboom, 100% the MVP. Because once Rillaboom was knocked out, smooth sailing. It was just like, the rest of everyone else was like so easy. Everyone else is easy pickings. It's just dealing with Rillaboom, and Togekiss does a heck of a job doing that. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys had an awesome time streaming. I actually need to build more Togekiss. Funny enough, okay, I know I've been saying I need to sign off, but we're done with battling, but I will preview you guys. I'm going to show you guys a preview of what I'm thinking about for future teams. If you guys have any ideas as well, let me know. I would love to hear from you. I think you guys remembered kind of the Gremlin or the Troll Pokemon Grimmsnarl earlier in the stream, and so I was thinking about using one later, but instead of being Prankster, utilizing one that has Frisk. I did see a battle once where this person used a Frisk Grimmsnarl that could Gigantamax, and basically putting their opponents to sleep and just doing a lot of damage. And then from there, cleaned up afterwards. So I kind of read up on that team. I have some modifications to it, so I'm really excited to try that out. I want to try to bring Sun Rain again, so I might try Politoed Kingdra again. Seaking is actually really fun, because a lot of people don't expect it to be Lightning Rod, and so that's been very helpful. It's been a little bit harder to use Seaking in this metagame than it was in Sun and Moon, when Tapu Koko was everywhere. But once Crown Tundra comes back, I know Tapu Koko is making a comeback, and Seaking's going to be a great partner in that. Especially with the Tapus, I would use Poison Jab against them. And it was really helpful with Z-moves. A little bit different with Dynamax, because you really can't protect that well against Dynamax. I mean, you couldn't protect against Z-moves either, but Dynamax makes it a little bit harder to play around. I do have a Galarian Weezing. I might make a new version of Galarian Weezing, to be honest. This one was built to kind of be like a Assault Vest. It didn't really pay off. I can figure out other ways. I have Dusclops, I guess. I like Corsola. Corsola's so good. I could use Sableye and have set up Rain. I was thinking about Klefki. I have Duraludon. I wasn't a big fan. There's the Colossal trick with Surf Weavile. I could do that. I have Incineroar. There's Sapsipper Azumarill, which is a little bit different than normal Azumarill. I should bring... yeah, the Fancy Weezing, yeah. And it basically, every time it sets up, when it starts the battle, it sets up like a misty terrain, so it becomes like this pink field. It's really cool. But yeah, I could use Weezing. I could build a huge power Azumarill, which would be nice. I do have a lot of Popplio, so I could build a perfect Primarina, which also would be nice for, whatchamacallit, Parasong. So that, Moonblast, Hyper Voice in either Protect or Aqua Jet or whatever would be helpful. I got tons of Venusaurs. I got a Wigglytuff. But there isn't as much Intimidate these days, so Wigglytuff isn't as helpful. Or else I would have used Milotic instead. I have a Dragozolt. Not that great. I'm not a fan of it. I have Dragovish as well. Dragovish actually wouldn't be that bad, because there's not as many Gastrodons. I could do that too. Anyways, I am wasting a lot of time. thanks again, guys, for tuning in. This was a really fun stream. I think Sundays are kind of the days that are gonna work best, and I might have to do that. Yeah, yo, you know, actually, Victoria, you got me thinking. Fairy Squad. Okay, so we got Togekiss, we got Wigglytuff, we got Grimmsnarl. I can think of 3 other fairies that can work really well together, and that could be really fun. I think the one thing I have to be mindful of is steals and poison, but I can find ways to deal with that. Yo, Fairy Squad, let's do it. Fairy Squad. Okay. It's actually funny because my playthrough of Isle of Armor, when I streamed it, was a Fairy Squad. I used Azumarill, Primarina, Clefable, Grimmsnarl, and Slurpuff. So, yeah, no, we can do Fairy Squad. There's enough that we can make Fairy Squad work. So let's do that. Cool. Next stream, we'll make a Fairy Squad team. We'll figure that out. But until then, guys, thank you again for tuning in. I had a blast. And if you guys ever have any suggestions on teams and things like that, let me know. Apollo, let me, I saw your Twitter message as I was streaming. Let me hit you up on Twitter now. We're going ahead and do that trade. But anyways, y'all take it easy. Peace. And, we did it together. This was a team effort, so we all got master rank together. Woo! There you go. Give yourselves a round of applause there. Alright, I'll see you guys later.